What's up guys, Jeremy Weiss here with Weiss Tech Hockey and welcome to our What's in the Bag series. This is where, I had a bunch of questions coming in about different tools that I was using for my coaching. And at first it was like onesies, twosies here and there, but then it started getting to be more questions. I was like, you know what, let's just do a video series about this. And I'll just show you exactly the coaching tools that I use, that I consider to be like Weiss Tech essentials, if you will, that have helped me to make better use of my ice time, and kind of just make it the most enjoyable experience possible as a coach, and hopefully the most beneficial for your players as well. So what's in the bag? This is my actual coaching bag. I've been going through this. Make sure you go to weisstechhockey.com. That's where we have like the table of contents listed out with all of these videos. Okay, so you'll just be able to click through and say, oh yeah, I'm interested in that. I don't care about that. I've already got myself set up on there, but oh yeah, I do want to know about this or that. Whatever, you'll be able to go and just navigate through it. So weisstechhockey.com. And in this video, I want to talk about my whistle. Okay, so that's one of those ones where you're like, a whistle, what's the big deal about a whistle? I'm actually very picky. I'm picky about everything. You may know that about me by now. But there's so many different options with the whistles. So I'm going to show you what I use, and I'll tell you why I use it. And if you disagree with me, that's totally fine too. I don't care. But enough people have asked. I'm like, you know what? Let's just talk about it. So I'm a Fox 40 fan. And let me show you, in fact, so in my bag, so this is just my warm-up jacket. I keep all the stuff, like the stuff that I use every single practice, I just keep it in the pocket of my warm-up. So that way I'm never going to get up on the ice and not have a whistle or not have a dry erase marker, right? I've got three options there. This is my whistle though. So this is a Fox 40, okay? Fox 40 has a lot of different possibilities, lots of different options. Let me tell you about the ones that I have experimented with and why I like them. Okay, so first one is you're going to see Fox 40, like you'll see the typical referee, like hockey referee whistle that straps onto your two fingers, okay? So that's one that just you wear on your hand. You're not wearing hockey gloves or anything with it. And we've all watched games, right? So the ref blow the whistle and it's on their two fingers, their two middle fingers, right? Obviously, that's not going to work if you're wearing gloves. So there are options of the same type of whistle, but that straps around a glove. And depending on what coaching style you are, okay, like I have assistant coaches that are great with that, and that's what they use. For me, I'm more of I jump in on the drills quite a bit. So if I'm jumping in on the drills, obviously I'm using my hands, right? If you're one that tends to sit back and just blow the whistle and is not moving around too much, that's fine too. I don't care. We're not debating coaching style here. But I will jump in on the drills. Sometimes I'll demonstrate a drill. Sometimes if we need to try to up the pace of a drill, I'll jump in or whatever, for whatever reason. Or if I want to try to get a little bit, keep my blood moving a little, get a little bit of a workout, I'll jump in on a drill. So jumping on a drill doesn't work if your whistle is strapped to your glove. Okay? So I need one that's on a lanyard. So this is the one I use. I have it on a lanyard. This is just like a USA Hockey lanyard that I got from one of the coaching clinics. I don't even know if this exact one exists out there, but it's been fine for me. It's got like a little kind of, I don't know what they call this thing, like a barrel lock or something where you can adjust how tight you want it. I don't care how tight it is. I just leave it at the loosest. But then what I like about this whistle is, let's see if I can zoom. Oh, this lanyard actually like quick releases on the back and you just snap it back in. Here, I'll try to like zoom in on this. This is another one, like I've used this whistle for years and years and years. If you can see that, I don't know if it's, try to keep it behind my shirt so you can, hopefully it contrasts enough. There is a lip, like a bevel right here, that lets me keep it in my teeth, okay? So, this is kind of weird. I will often do drills with the whistle in my teeth, and as I'm finishing out, the last third of the drill or whatever, I blow the whistle for the next guy to go. And so I can do that while I'm going through the drill, while I'm stick handling, right? I'm going through the drill, go, right? And I finish out, take a shot, go, right? And so I don't have to stop and, put my hand up to the thing, take my hand off my stick. I can just I can do it on the fly a lot more. There's also different, I guess it's the size of the whistle that makes for the different, I don't know what the right word is, like frequency or like pitch. I think pitch is probably the right word. So this is a high-pitched whistle, right? There are ones like if you're reffing, don't go with this. I actually tried it when I was like first newly reffing. And I had bought a whistle, but it was on its way, still hadn't arrived yet, and so I reffed the game with this whistle, and so I was kind of like trying to hold it like this, which was obnoxious in and of itself. But then when I would blow it, I don't know if this is working on the microphone. If this is lame on the mic, I apologize. I haven't tested this out ahead of time. But my point is the high pitch carries really well in a practice, but in the game, for some reason, it doesn't work. It has to be, I think they even call it like a thunder whistle or something. There's a Fox 40 brand. I like the Fox 40. Fox 40 brand of like thunder whistle or something. It's the ones they use that they recommend for the NHL. It's a deeper tone and it's beefier, and it cuts through the noise of the gameplay. Okay, so for practice, this one's been great for me. If you're reffing a game, you need a deeper whistle, a bigger one. And I really don't care what brand you get. Fox 40 has just always been good for me. However, I was just looking around online the other day because I needed some whistles for like a different event that we were doing, like a thing. I was like, long story. I won't tell it. But I was like, well, we might need whistles for this. So I was looking online. The Fox 40 ones, I think, are like maybe like $6. They're not that much for a trustable brand name, right? But then I found these other ones that suited my needs for like this little youth activity that I was doing. And these were like some cheap knockoffs from China, but they're like the same kind of, I'll try to open this up. They look like they're modeled after the Fox 40. They look like they're very similar in their design. They come with a lanyard already, okay? And I'll hold this up. So these are the black ones, okay? Actually, that's probably gonna be terrible with my black shirt behind it. Let's pull up my whiteboard. I'll put it in front of the whiteboard. So hopefully that is visible, okay? But the, in fact, let's try this. Kind of making this up on the fly as I go. I'm gonna hold these up side by side in front of the whiteboard, okay? Very similar in their construction, their design. Okay, I'll turn to the side. Very similar. Both of them are, I think they call them like P-less, so there's nothing inside. They don't have the little cork ball inside that rumbles. They're P-less, and the upside down is very similar as well, or the back side of it. Okay. Now their tone is slightly different. Their pitch. So listen to this one, and this one. This one's a little bit higher pitched. I don't think it really matters. They're both very similar, and yeah. So these are the ones I recommend. If you want, like, they're honestly, they're like the exact same size. Look at that. So Fox 40 Classic. So I'll put links in the description for both. So if you want to check out the Chinese knockoffs, I think they're like 3 for like $7.99 or something like that. At least as of the time of this video. So obviously things can change. But yeah, 3 for $7.99. So if you've got like, well, that's what I did actually. I was like, you know what? Whether I use them for the youth activity or not, my sons are getting into coaching now too. So my oldest boy is, he's now 16 and my next is 13. So they come out and they help run stations with me for the younger two brothers. So I was like, you know what? We could use some more whistles in the household anyways, and why not? So gave these ones a try, and they're very, very comparable to the Fox 40. I can't speak for like length of time. Man, they look almost identical. I can't speak for length of time just because like I've been using this one for at least since 2004. So I've had this one for 19 years, and it's still just perfect. Like, it's still fine. These ones I just got them a couple weeks ago, and to test them out, you can see they're still fresh in the package. So maybe they won't last as long, but at that price, at either price, who cares, right? So that's the whistle that I use. That's the whistle I recommend. That's the reasoning why is I like to keep it in my teeth as I'm going through, so I can go through the drills, get and receive a pass, or whatever else. They're small enough that I can still kind of bark out instructions, even if I've got it kind of partially in my mouth, right? Like, hey, speed up, or like, go, 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 go. Anything that doesn't really involve an S, that was probably a bad example. If it doesn't involve an S, it's not too hard to keep talking what does in your mouth. So that's kind of what we're looking at as far as what my whistle goes. But yeah, I mean, if anybody's like really, stressing out over which whistle to buy, this is what I recommend. If you prefer something else, fair enough, I don't care. So anyways, check out the links in the description though, if you do want to check out either of these options, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. So that's it for this video. Thanks again for coming back. Go to wisetackhockey.com for the full table of contents, and we'll be back again soon with the next video.